Jungle Fury's next, please, you gotta do them. Sleeping on the Jungle Fury glasses for real. What? If I was to make a top 10 worst Power Rangers morphers of all time, it would be on that list. You're not gonna sit here and tell me if there's a table filled with morphers, you're grabbing sunglasses, bro. They don't even have the best morpher in their series. I'd rather have RJ's morpher or Dominic's, who has one of the best morphers in the series. Now let's say I'm the Black Jungle Fury Ranger. Go ahead, call it, guys. Let me get my sunglasses. Ready! Oh, wait. Hold on, monster. Ready. Are you serious? I have to take off my glasses to put on another pair of glasses? Are you serious right now? What?
With the strength of a tiger, Jungle Fury Red Ranger. With the stealth of a jaguar, Jungle Fury Blue Ranger.
With the looks of a monkey, Jungle Fury nigga. What about the Jungle Fury fits though? I hate them.
What is blood yapping about?
I'm joking, but I do have a problem with them. But let me glaze a little bit first. RJ's suit, the Purple Ranger, his suit, beautiful. Can't go wrong with that. Dominic's suit, the White Ranger, his suit is so tough. I think it's the best suit out of the core 5. Then we got the Spirit Rangers, the Elephant, tough. The Bat, tough, and he has the best helmet in all of Jungle Fury. And the Shark Ranger, he has the best suit in all of Jungle Fury. Come on. Lily, the Yellow Ranger, her fit is tough. There's no complaints. We'll spin back to her later, because now it's time to unglaze. Because these two right here, Casey the Red Ranger and Theo the Blue Ranger, that fits need help. Theo and Casey look like they're wearing pajamas. Come on, I know y'all see it. One, their legs are just red and blue. That's it. There's no other colors on their legs. They just need a damn belt or something to separate their legs from their hips. Because look at Dominic's. His belt makes his fit look so much better. Now imagine Casey, Theo, and RJ with the belt like that. What separates Lily from the rest of them is her skirt. It makes her look like she's not wearing a onesie like the rest of them. But once they jump into Jungle Master mode, all the onesie allegations go out the window, because these are the top 5 best suits in all of Power Rangers, period. They got the firing jets on the back, they got the white accents on the helmet, and they switch their base color from black to the superior color of white. And they get claw boosters, and this helps Casey and Theo beat the onesie allegations because they have more than one color on their pants finally. Jungle Fury has some of the best and weirdest characters in Power Rangers history, like Theo, the greatest grandma hug-head ass nigga in Power Rangers history, bro. Theo was in love with Lily from day one. This is the nigga you cannot bring around the hug. This nigga will go around and do anything just to look cool and get Lily's attention. Look at this nigga just spinning pizzas and shit like nobody's watching you, bro. Theo the type of nigga to whip out a wad of cash talking about some, you got change for 1,000. Theo's the type to pull up to you, slap you, talking about, let's slap box. Now you have to sit here and cause nuclear damage to his brain because you want to act dumb in front of the hubs, bro. Theo's the type to sit here and act like he's dealing with the most deadliest ops in all of America. He over here like, I was walking on the block, 12 niggas pulled up on me. I had to hit one with an uppercut. Then 2 of them jumped on me, so I had to whip out the AK-47. I started blowing and then everybody was down, bro. I'm too tough. Nigga, they were Rinshi, bro. They hop like this. They were never a threat to you, buddy. Fuck out of here. Lily was going on free dates with Theo every single Friday, and she was giving this nigga absolutely fucking nothing. And then when Lily showed more love for Casey than she did for Theo, this nigga Theo damn near lost his mind. This nigga went crazy. Bro took every single chance he got to kill the vibe between Lily and Casey. Get the fuck out of here, bro. And then none of that shit worked, so he ended up turning into a goddamn TikTok with the word real in the middle, giving some emotional ass speeches like,
word, you ain't got no control if you want to go suck a dick or two.
But when it came to actually being a Power Ranger, this nigga Theo was cool. He was tough. He was the best fighter out of the core 3, but he was still arrogant and dumb in the head. Bro thought he was so good that he could do whatever he wanted, however he wanted, with no help and nothing else needed. And that's when this nigga RJ had to step in and teach this nigga how to work as a teammate. RJ legit had this nigga fighting on the side of the building, bro. This nigga is tough. And I guess everything that RJ taught him deadass flew out his brain because Master Soup had to swoop in and teach him the exact same thing again. Talking about you need to concentrate, focus on one thing at once. And that's when this nigga Theo learned how to fly and went crazy with that goddamn fan, bro. That shit is tough. Theo's cool or whatever. Just don't take that nigga on a goddamn 2-man, bro. Lily, the greatest female manipulator in Power Rangers history, bro. Lily is literally the mother of Jungle Fury. She takes care of every single ranger on that team. But that's the problem. She's too friendly. She literally has everybody falling in love with her. We all know Theo was damn near in love with her since episode 1. And Casey deadass thought that she was in love with him too. And that's where the manipulation kicks in, because she knew Theo liked her this entire season and she did nothing but play with his damn feelings. She would sit here and be all friendly and buddy-buddy with Casey, knowing damn well that Theo likes her. Lily basically had Theo going on friendly dinners and act like they're not dates when they really were. Had this nigga Theo paying out of pocket every Tuesday, and she did that sat there, had free meals, and gave this nigga nothing in return, bro. And after 32 episodes of Theo suffering, Lily finally gave this nigga a chance. Congratulations. And Lily gonna get what she want regardless of the situation. Look at what she did with Master Fan. She did that sat in front of this nigga's crib while he did not want her there at all, just so she could learn the elephant mace. She did that, brought this nigga out of his slump and everything, bro. She's tough. Lily might play with your heartstrings like you a little puppy, but she's still the greatest hand-to-hand female fighter in Power Rangers history. Yes, she's better than Jen, and she's better than Tori, and I'm gonna say it again, she's better landed a goddamn jet. So don't even bring that up. Lily's literally out there with Antonio from Samurai with how fast she can move her damn hand, throwing these goddamn hooks, left hooks, right hooks. Yeah, she's mad tough, bro. Come on. And if you get Lily pissed off, GG's, pack it up. You're about to get your ass beat, nigga. Cause she put her paws on many Rangers that Casey and RJ couldn't even beat by themselves, and she go dead as violate that nigga by herself. Come on, and then she got Jungle Master Mode where she gets her claw booster and she switches to the superior claw. Ain't no female Power Ranger touching Lily, gang. Dominic, the most clueless Ranger ever. I'm not talking about clueless in the brain. We all know that goes to Dax, but he's like clueless in the way like he doesn't know what to do with himself in his life. So he would then go running around like an air nomad from Avatar just to find a purpose in life. And that's when he went ahead to go find his old friend RJ and ran into the Rangers. RJ was his old friend back in the day where they took pie straw classes together. Dominic never passed and never got his stripes because he never took it seriously because he didn't know what to do with himself. And when he linked up with the Rangers, none of these niggas fucked with him, especially Casey. Casey deadass wanted this nigga Dominic out from the jump because of how childish he was. Bro, this nigga was deadass clueless and dumb to the point where he did himself the key to the Zord inside of a damn chair, inside of a damn cafe. What the hell is wrong with this nigga, bro? But once Casey seen him in a serious situation, like when he saved Fran, this nigga Casey was like, yeah, bro, you could join the team, gang. And then that's when we got the most powerful Ranger in Jungle Fury, the White Rhino Ranger. Bro, the Rhino suit is just so beautiful. It's based off a Karate Master, and that shit is just beautiful. Oh my god, that shit is gas. And then he got his Rhino Blade Morpher. That shit is tough. I don't understand why niggas hate on it so much. And yes, I said he's the most powerful. Did I say he was the best? No, but he's the most powerful with the power of Rhino. He fought Jellica one-on-one, and he put the brakes on her. And don't forget, Casey's not beating Grisaka without Dominic's Rhino Morpher, and that's Casey's strongest form. And just because he doesn't have his stripes doesn't mean that he's not strong enough to be a master. He just doesn't have the stripes. That's literally it. He's literally on par with every single person on this team. So that should show you how strong Dominic is with the power of Rhino. Casey, the greatest zero to hero character in Power Rangers history, bro. Casey deadass started off the season in bot lobbies, handing out towels like if he was black in the 1800s, bro. Casey was over here getting bitched by Jared, but little did he know he had a little secret tough little power stuck inside of him that he didn't know about. Casey was legit an NPC of a Power Ranger. Bro couldn't even morph properly. Casey was so ass in the beginning, RJ had to put this nigga through that Karate Kid ass training, talking about some wax on, wax off, bro. Casey was such a fast learner that he thought he was the shit, because once Jared pulled up and showed that he was Daishi, Casey wanted to get it on one-on-one right there and then. And Casey got his motherfucking ass beat by Jared. Casey got humbled so fast, Jaden could never. And Casey ended up picking up his training a little bit. He was on par with the other Rangers. And then he ended up falling behind because everybody else was getting new masters except for him. Until RJ's dad pulled up and taught him the shark sabers. Them shits was tough, but they was moving like a flaccid penis. They over here bending all over the damn place. And with his new training with the shark sabers, and he got his Strike Rider cruise, this nigga ego was going through the roof. Bro thought he was unbeatable. So bro spun back on Daishi and asked for a round 2, and he got humbled again because he got his ass beat again. Bro, this ass whooping was so bad, this nigga had to run to the afterlife for help. But when Casey came back from the afterlife, he said, oh my dead homies, I ain't losing again. Because he whipped out Jungle Master Mode and he put the brakes on Daishi. Oh my god, he beat his ass. And this is around the time where the Phantom Beast pulled up out of them crystal eyes, bro. Weiger deadass caught this nigga Casey lacking, stealing his animal spirit, making him weak again. Bro couldn't call upon his animal spirit anymore. He couldn't morph anymore until he psychologically learned that his animal spirit didn't make him stronger. He made his animal spirit stronger. And then bro forced himself to morph. That shit was tough. Casey's animal spirit was still too weak, so he had a kid that he was teaching who had the same animal spirit as him help him in battle. This nigga couldn't even hold it down for Megazord battles. Like, come on, bro, channel your inner Jaden Shiba, bro. Then Casey went through a test to see if he was ready for his master stripes, and this nigga failed. Oh my god, this nigga couldn't catch a break this season. Bro was over here moping, thinking that he was in Creed and shit, running around in the forest, but he ran into Daishi helping out Camille, seeing that Daishi had a good side, knowing that Jared is coming out slowly. So this nigga devoted his whole mission into saving Jared's life. So Casey ran straight to Daishi's palace trying to save Jared, but Casey ended up getting stopped by Master Mao. Casey was there spewing his heart out, talking about everything that happened this season is his fault. Master Mao hit him with the question, are you trying to save Jared or redeem yourself? And Casey deadass just walked straight through that ghost nigga. And he went straight to Daishi's palace, walking through all these goddamn Rinshi, bro. This shit was tough. Daishi was there waiting for Casey, and these niggas got it on for their final battle. Casey was over here getting his ass beat trying to find Jared inside of Daishi. This nigga Casey couldn't even land a single blow this whole fight, bro. But Casey got that one-hitter quitter and smacked the shit out of Daishi with that shit. Then Casey was like, oh, how he's not gonna kill him because he's still Jared. And then Daishi was like, he's not Jared, he's Daishi. Casey was like, if you're Daishi, then kill me right now. And Daishi couldn't do it. Jared deadass fought his way out of there, bro. This nigga Casey's tough, son. And now with Jared free, they went on ahead to work together and defeat the rest of the Phantom Beasts. And that's when Casey finally got his damn master stripes. This nigga Casey's tough, bro. But he ain't better than my glorious King Jaden Shiba, though. The nigga who was high off the Zaza 24/7 RJ, the greatest mentor of all time. Do you know how high you have to be to own a full-blown pizza shop to hide the fact that you're a Paishwa master, bro? He took 3 Paishwa students under his wing to become Rangers. One of them was whack as fuck, and his name was Casey. And RJ deadass put this nigga Casey to work, bringing him from zero to hero, making him one of the best Rangers of all time. And you know, niggas start picking up the blunt because, you know, they got a little trauma in their life. And RJ problem was that he was low-key black and had daddy issues. RJ deadass cut off his dad for 7 years, but RJ's dad came back and stole Casey away from RJ. The problem between RJ and his dad is that RJ's dad wanted him to learn the shark spirit that ran down between generations throughout his family. But RJ channeled his inner Miles Morales and hit him with the nah, I'ma do my own thing, and taught himself the wolf spirit. This nigga is tough. So now RJ's in a slump because he feels like he lost his favorite student to his father that he hates. And while Master Finn was teaching the Rangers, they got caught lacking and got spun on by Daishi. So now Master Finn and Daishi is getting it on 1-1 and Master Finn is getting his ass beat, bro. That's why my son RJ had to come in and save the day. You know, RJ had a little siphon, was high off the Zah because this nigga had way too much confidence. Bro pulled up on Daishi, fought him unmorphed and won. Ain't no sober nigga doing that shit, bro. After RJ beat Daishi's ass, this nigga hit him with the most highest sentence I've ever heard in my life. This nigga said, tomorrow, today will be yesterday. Like, bro, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? And then RJ's dad ended up being proud of him after he saved his life, you know, type shit. Then the Rangers ended up getting their ass beat by Daishi. And RJ had to sacrifice himself to save the Rangers' life. He gets captured and brought back into Daishi's palace. Daishi ended up wanting to get it on with RJ on some Agni Kai shit, but RJ was not with it. This nigga said he was not fighting this nigga at all. So this nigga RJ deadass took a lion strike straight to his chest, destroying his animal spirit. With his animal spirit being hurt, he deadass turns into a werewolf without even knowing, terrorizing the city and destroying the Rangers. It took Fern to finally calm this nigga down and turn this nigga's senses back on. And that's when this nigga said, fuck this shit, it's time to stand on business. Grabbed the purple morpher and went straight to work. Bro morphed into the Purple Ranger and put his Muay Thai paws on every single villain there. This nigga is tough. And then, you know, RJ had to show the Rangers what's up, and then I put the paws on every single one of them. And that shit had Casey crying out his damn vagina. Nigga was over here talking about, oh, how he doesn't feel like a leader anymore because RJ's better than him. Well, no shit, nigga. RJ's better than you, buddy. But you know, RJ had to calm this nigga down as a good mentor and let this nigga take his rightful place back as leader. Man, this nigga RJ's tough. Jungle Fury has some of the best written Power Ranger villains of all time. Starting off with the biggest high school crash out of all time, Jared. Bro, this nigga got mad because some nigga didn't give him a towel. And then when Casey actually gave him a towel, this nigga still wanted to beat his ass. Like, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? And then when this nigga found out that he was being replaced by Casey, he crashed the fuck out. He ended up fighting Master Mao. He released Daishi, which ended up getting Master Mao killed. And then Daishi ended up possessing Jared. Then Daishi goes back to his palace, and that's where we meet Camille, who was hiding inside of this palace for 10,000 years waiting for Daishi to come back. Daishi ends up revealing himself to the Rangers, and the Rangers find out that Daishi is Jared. Daishi ends up fighting Casey one-on-one, and Casey gets his ass beat. Daishi gets tied at the 5-finger poison, loses badly, so he asks Camille to bring him the 3 bracelets of the Overlord. The first bracelet that he used, he's able to free the Overlord or the Sky Connoisseur. Connoisseur ends up becoming Daishi's new master, and Connoisseur deadass just gaslit the fuck out of Casey's whole childhood, eliminating all the good things about Jared's past, making Daishi even stronger by suppressing Jared even more. Daishi ended up becoming so evil that he ended up attacking Camille over a failed mission. So now Camille really doesn't like the way that Connoisseur is training Daishi. She takes the second bracelet of the Overlords and she revives the Overlord of the Sea Jellica. So now Jellica is training Daishi from now on. With Daishi's new training, he ends up running the fade with every single Ranger, and he deadass beats the fuck out of every single one of them. But that's when the Rangers spun back because they learned Juggle Master Mode and beat the fuck out of Daishi. So now Jellica, Daishi, and Connoisseur are deadass mad that they just got their ass beat. And that's when they use the last bracelet and release Grizzaka. Grizzaka hates humans with a passion, so once he found out that Daishi was a human, he deadass dethroned the fuck out of this nigga, saying that he is not taking no orders from no damn human. So Daishi and Grizzaka get it on, and Daishi ends up losing and finds out that Grizzaka has Zokato. So Daishi ends up running off by himself to learn Zokato on his own. But Daishi isn't the only one trying to do shit on the low. Grizzaka is over here trying to find the 8 crystallized on the low, hiding them from Daishi. And that's when Jellica and them turned on Daishi, locking him up in prison. And then Camille ended up stealing the Rhino dagger for Daishi from the Rangers. Daishi frees himself from prison and goes straight to the Rhino Nexus. So now everybody's having their own little battle trying to head to the Nexus. Daishi ends up slipping away and going straight to that Nexus. Jared tries to push the dagger inside the keyhole, but that shit rejected him. And then that's when Dominic pulls up, puts the key inside, and that releases the Rhinozord. The Rhinozord gets released and ends up defeating Connoisseur for good. And Daishi going there wasn't for no reason. Him trying to push the key inside ended up unlocking new powers for him. He completely mastered Zokato. So Grizzaka ends up releasing his frustration all over Angelica. But Daishi pulls up standing on business after fully learning Zokato. rhino. And he puts Grisaka back on his fucking ass and he ends up taking his throne back. But Grisaka's like, I bet I got something for you, and leaves. So Daishi is like, if he's going to go get stronger, we need the upper hand. So Camille leads this nigga downstairs to go find the crystal eyes. And Camille knows where the other 5 missing crystal eyes are. And there was some random lady who found all 5. But she's being guarded by Casey. Camille ends up distracting Casey and stealing the crystal eyes. Like, come on, bro, Jaden will never let that happen. So now Daishi and Camille have all 8 crystal eyes. So that's when Casey pulls up on Jared and these niggas get it on one-on-one. And in the middle of the fight, Jellica pulls up and tries to steal all 8 crystal eyes. Daishi catches her and she only gets away with 3. And Daishi uses Okada on Casey, winning the fight. But in a last-ditch effort, Casey just steals the crystal eyes and runs away. So now every other Ranger's getting their ass beat by Grisaka until Casey comes to save the day. Casey takes Dominic's Rhinomorpher and fights Grisaka one-on-one. But Casey doesn't defeat Grisaka alone. They did just combined all their powers together and defeat Grisaka like that. So Grisaka goes big and the Rangers get a new Zord formation, defeating Grisaka for good. But Jellica is still alive on the sideline watching Grisaka get defeated by the Rangers. She runs and hides away from Daishi until it's time to release the Phantom Beast from the crystal eyes. And the 3 that she releases is General Snapper, General Weiger, and General Scorch. And the first mission that Jellica gave the Phantom Beast was to go and destroy Daishi. But the 3 Phantom Beasts end up turning on Jellica to go serve Daishi, and then they end up killing Jellica. Man, rest in peace, Jellica. They did her dirty. Them niggas is snakes. All 3 of them ended up killing Jellica right in front of Daishi to show him loyalty. And then Daishi said that they had to go learn his trust, and to do that, Daishi sent them on a mission to go capture the 3 masters. So General Scorch went to go capture Master Swoop, and General Weiger went to go capture Master Finn. General Snapper went to go capture Master Fant. Lily was the first one to fight a Phantom Beast, and she got her ass beat, even with the help of Master Fant there. And then Master Fant ends up getting captured. And with the 3 masters captured, the Phantom Beast uses the crystal eyes and their risen power to create the goddamn Spirit Rangers. The Spirit Rangers pulled up on the Rangers and they dropped them on the floor, and then you finally see these fire-ass suits. Bro, the Spirit Ranger suits go stupid. Oh my god, them shits is tough. But now the Masters are under control by the Phantom Beast. The Phantom Beasts are using the Masters to remotely control the Spirit Rangers. And the Spirit Rangers are now beating the fuck out of the goddamn regular Rangers. They beating their ass. You got Lily going one-on-one with Master Fan, and she got her ass ate. You got Master Swoop in a 2v1 with Dominic and Theo, and they got their ass beat. RJ and Casey got their ass handed to them by Master Finn, until RJ ended up finding out that the Blue Spirit Ranger was his dad, and Master Fan ended up breaking out of the Genjutsu, and Master Fan ended up stopping the other 2 Masters from destroying the Rangers. So now RJ has to build a machine that disrupts the radio waves that connect the Masters to the goddamn Spirit Rangers. The Spirit Rangers ended up catching Dominic lacking, they jumped his ass, and then they caught Lily lacking, and then the Monster of the Day captured both of them. And then the Spirit Rangers ended up catching RJ and Casey lacking, and they got it on, and they got their ass beat, and then they got captured. Then Theo pulled up, picked up RJ's radio wave gun, shooting the Spirit Rangers with it, stopping them for now. Then Daishi pulls up to the basement where the Spirit Rangers are. Master Fant was trying to speak to Jared, telling him that he used to be honorable. He could go back to that whenever he wants. Then Master Scorch attacks Master Finn, and then Daishi ends up protecting Master Finn. So now we know Jared is slowly breaking free of Daishi. But now the Phantom Beast released the Spirit Rangers again. They end up getting it on, but RJ ended up building a new cannon for the Rangers to use. But the new cannon was specifically built to stop the Spirit Rangers. So they ended up shooting Master Finn with the new blaster. Now Master Finn is now trapped inside of a crystal eye for good. Daishi ordered the Phantom Beast to throw the crystal eye that had Master Finn inside of it inside of the ocean. But he got caught by Flint and brought straight to RJ. Then RJ remembered that Master Finn caught a piece of the Star Fabric that ended up freeing the Phantom Beast. So he used it to free his dad. And then the other Rangers ended up having to fight the other 2 Spirit Rangers and the Monster of the Day, while RJ and his dad went to Daishi's temple to go free the other Masters. They ran in there with no hesitation, straight throwing hands and slicing niggas. Like, come on, these niggas is tough. And then they end up breaking into the palace, and then they started throwing more hands. Then RJ ended up destroying the statues that were holding the Masters under Genjutsu. And while all the Masters was trying to escape, Daishi pulled up. And then they had a little confrontation where the Masters was telling Daishi that Jared was going to take over again. And then Daishi didn't like that at all, using Zocado on all 4 of them. And then RJ and Daishi got it on again, and then RJ had to sit here and stop him, whatever. Daishi had the upper hand until my son RJ threw his spirit at him, destroying that whole basement with Daishi inside. And the Masters are finally free from Daishi and the Phantom Beast. Now the Spirit Rangers are finally free and could join the Rangers side. Come on, bro. The Spirit Rangers are tough. So Daishi's pissed the fuck off right now because the Phantom Beast just handed over the Spirit Rangers. So now the Phantom Beasts have to redeem themselves. Since Casey and Weiger had the same Tiger Spirit, Daishi was like, yo, bro, go get that nigga. There could only be 1 Tiger Master out here, bro. And Weiger deadass completed his mission. He deadass caught Casey lacking in the park and stole his animal spirit, bro. Then Weiger pulled up to the base and pulled up to Daishi like, yo, I did that. I deadass caught this nigga's animal spirit. So Daishi ended up getting it on with Weiger to test this nigga. At the end of the fight, Daishi ended up getting pushed back a little by Weiger. And that shit got Daishi a little hype, and he accepted the fact that he could be their king now. So now Daishi sets up a ritual for him to be Phantom King. And when he becomes Phantom King, this is where all hell breaks loose. Because as soon as he becomes Phantom King, the first thing that he does is tell the Phantom Beast to make Camille a Phantom Beast and make her are as strong as all of them. But the Phantom Beasts hate Camille with a passion. But they have to do it because Daishi's telling them to do it. And now she's the Phantom Beast of the Phoenix. And Weiger, he didn't finish his mission yet. Yes, he stole Casey's animal spirit, but he did not kill Casey yet. So he spun back to go try to kill Casey. But the nigga ended up spinning to the wrong block and got jumped by the Rangers and ended up failing. Then Weiger ended up checking in with Daishi, and Daishi took all his rings and power and banished him because he didn't kill Casey. Then Weiger tried to get his honor back by trying to fight Casey, but at the end of the day, he ended up switching gangs and ended up joining the Rangers, giving Casey back his animal spirit, ending his life for good. Then these niggas Snapper and Scorch ended up blaming Camille for everything that was happening. So they tried to snake her and fucked up her plans. Camille had a plan to sit here and create shadow clone monkeys, but these two ended up fucking up her plans by leaking where the real monkey was. So she ended up pressing the fuck out of both of them. And then that's when Daishi pulled up and was like, yo, y'all two need to chill. And that's when Scorch crossed the line and was like, you trying to protect her because she's a Phantom Beast? Or are you trying to protect her because your human side is in love with her? But that's when Daishi ended up trying to beat these niggas' asses, but he couldn't because he fainted. And it's all because Jared is slowly taking over Daishi again. They're over here alternating on who's controlling this body. One moment Daishi's over here thanking Camille, and then the next moment he's over here launching her to the floor. And now Scorch is over here telling Camille that Daishi's waiting for her in the forest. She goes, but she gets set the fuck up. She gets caught lacking by 3 of Scorch's monster. They dead ass jumped her. These niggas violated her so bad that she ended up demorphing. But that's when my son Daishi pulled up and was like, yo, what's wrong with y'all niggas, bro? He beat the shit out of all of them, killing every single one of them. And now you have Jared over here checking up on Camille, being all protective over her. And Casey's weirdo ass is over here watching the whole shit. So Scorch and Sniper ended up pulling back up to the base, and that's when Daishi beat they fucking ass for trying to kill Camille. But he ended up sparing them, telling them to never do it again. And that's when this nigga Camille caught this nigga Sniper lacking. She jumped all over this nigga, asking the nigga why he tried to kill her. And Sniper said he's trying to kill her because she's in love with Jared and not Daishi. And you know, she's over here denying the fact or whatever, but low-key in her mind, she knows that he's right. And this is when Casey pulled up to Daishi's palace trying to free Jared from Daishi. But this nigga Daishi ain't pussy. This nigga got up right away and started beating the fuck out of Casey. Then these niggas morphed to their first form and Daishi beat his ass again. And then they morphed into their final forms and Daishi was beating his ass until Casey landed a lucky hit. But you gotta remember, Daishi's fighting Jared and Casey at the same time. That's why only that one blow was able to stop Daishi. So Daishi was telling Casey to kill him now, and Casey was like, nah, you gotta let go of my mans first. And Daishi was like, nah, your mans is dead, I am Daishi. Casey was like, if you're Daishi, then kill me right now. Casey turned his back and Daishi went for a strike, but that's when this nigga Jared caught this nigga like, ah! And then Jared ended up finally freeing himself from Daishi. And now with Daishi free, he ends up stealing all the rings and power off of Jared. And before he was able to die, Camille jumped in and saved his life and also gave away her rings and power. Then these niggas run out the palace. They're over here thinking Casey, but they ended up getting caught lacking by the Phantom Beast. But these two must have forgot that this shit was a gang war and the Power Rangers, all they do is jump niggas. So that's when Lily and Theo jumped out the cut and kicked the fuck out of both of them. So now it's 2 gangs joining sides to jump the Phantom Beast. Scorch was over here trying to fight 2 of the gang leaders, while Snapper had to try to fight 5 niggas at the same time. There was no fair ones in sight. Rest in peace, Snapper, man. But the 2 gang leaders ended up jumping Scorch using their special move on this nigga, but this nigga ended up surviving. So now Scorch wants to sit here and start the Beast War. So he tries to call out to the Rangers and only 2 of them pull up, which is RJ and Dominic. And I ain't gonna lie, RJ and Dominic ended up looking like NPCs out there because they did ass lost to 2v1. And again, with the gang, there's always reinforcements right behind. That's when the 3 Masters pulled up. But the 3 Masters wasn't any different from the other NPCs. They did ass got their ass beat too. But you already know there's more niggas coming behind because that's when the regular Rangers pulled up. And then they took on Scorch 3v1. These niggas ended up doing some synchronized attack and ended up stopping Scorch for good. And that's when Daishi pulled up and he was like, alright, y'all like jumping niggas? And he ended up bringing back every single villain that they ever fought. So that's when the Rangers was like, I bet. They ended up jacking their set or whatever and got it on with every single one of them. Even though that the Rangers was outnumbered, they ended up still holding their own out there. Then again, you can't outnumber the Rangers even if they're winning. They did have still pulled out the dead niggas to come fight the war. And these dead niggas was dead as putting in pain too. Like, that shit is crazy. But all the Paishwa Masters, dead and alive, ended up turning into furries and shit and ended up going crazy as well. That's when Daishi pulled up and stole all the Masters' animal spirits. Daishi ended up violating every single person on that field that they ended up flying to a new location. So now the Masters are useless and Daishi's just wilding on the 3 Rangers. But again, this is gang shit and they ended up getting saved by Camille. And then RJ and Dominic ended up pulling up with the Zords. RJ hopped on Daishi's back and started riding this nigga. Like, what the fuck? Dominic ended up hitting Daishi with the special move and Daishi ate that shit and ended up sending that shit right back to the center, knocking both of them out the Zords. But then again, gang shit, that's when Jared pulled back up. This nigga Jared ended up jumping into this nigga Daishi's mouth. The Rangers had to hit this nigga with the final blow, but they decided to hit them with the Dragon Ball Z movie Kamehameha, where they fucking whisper the whole shit over here and they finally blow the fuck out of this nigga Daishi, killing Daishi. That was the end of the war, man. Jungle Fear is just full of gangs, man. And that's when they went back to Paishwa classes to learn how to jump niggas all over again. That's Jungle Fury. So let me know what the next series we gotta talk about is. And let me guess, y'all thought I was done with these stupid morphers? Come on. They out here like this. They put their morphers on like this. And guess what? They don't even use the morphers to morph. They press their button once, and then they throw up gang signs to morph. The gang sign is what makes them morph. So again, these glasses are damn useless.